Welcome back to our YouTube channel, where we delve into critical research topics that impact our world. Today, we're diving deep into the link between climate change and global security, exploring how environmental factors can trigger conflicts or cooperation among nations. This is a topic of immense significance in our rapidly changing world, and will guide you through each step of the research process. Chapter 1 Introduction. Chapter 1, the introduction, is the foundation of your research. It sets the stage for everything to follow. Let's break it down into key components. Research problem. The research problem lies in understanding how environmental changes, such as water scarcity and extreme weather events, can lead to conflicts or cooperation among nations. Research significance. This research is vital because it helps us comprehend the potential global security threats posed by climate change. Understanding these dynamics can inform policy decisions and promote international cooperation to address environmental challenges. Research questions. How do water scarcity and extreme weather events contribute to conflicts between nations? What factors influence cooperation among nations in addressing climate-related security threats? How can global governance mechanisms be improved to mitigate climate-induced conflicts? Research objectives. Research objectives. To analyze the relationship between water scarcity and interstate conflicts. To assess the effectiveness of international treaties in promoting cooperation on climate-related issues. To propose policy recommendations for mitigating climate-induced conflicts. Research rationale. Understanding the link between climate change and global security is crucial, as it can inform strategies to prevent conflicts, promote cooperation, and protect the well-being of nations and their populations. Chapter 2 Literature review. Chapter 1, the introduction, typically includes a concise presentation of the research problem, its significance, research questions, objectives, rationale, and sets the context for the entire study. It serves as a foundational section that orients readers to the core themes and objectives of the research. Chapter 2, the literature review, is where you build upon existing knowledge. Suitable subtopics include historical examples of environmental conflicts, theories and models for analyzing climate security relationships, case studies of international cooperation on environmental issues, climate change impact assessment methodologies, theories and models. Realism theory suggests that nations will prioritize their self-interest, potentially leading to conflicts over scarce resources. Environmental security theory emphasizes the role of environmental stressors in conflicts, such as the Darfur conflict driven by resource scarcity. Literature gap. Identify gaps in current research to justify your study. While many studies examine the link between climate change and conflict, few explore the potential for international cooperation in mitigating these conflicts, which is a critical gap this research addresses. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 3, the methodology, outlines the research's specific approach, including the conceptual framework, research philosophy, approach, strategy, choice, data analysis method, ethical considerations, and any limitations or delimitations. It serves as a blueprint for how the study will be conducted and provides the necessary guidelines for collecting and analyzing data. Chapter 3, Methodology, lays out how you'll conduct your research. Conceptual framework. Independent variables, climate change, resource scarcity, international agreements. Dependent variable conflict outcome. Research philosophy. Recommended pragmatism, as it allows for a flexible approach, combining both positivist and interpretivist methods. Research approach. Recommended deductive, as you will develop hypotheses based on existing theories. Research strategy. Recommended case study approach to analyze real-world examples of climate-related conflicts and cooperation. Data analysis method. Depends on your research approach. Quantitative for statistical analysis, qualitative for in-depth understanding. Ethical considerations. Ensure informed consent when interviewing individuals affected by conflicts. Respect privacy and cultural norms. Limitations and delimitations. Limitations include potential biases in data sources. Delimitations may involve focusing on a specific geographical region. Chapter 4 Data analysis. Chapter 4, the Data Analysis chapter, details how the collected data is processed and analyzed based on the methodology established in Chapter 3. It includes a description of quantitative or qualitative analysis techniques, the presentation of findings, and the interpretation of results, allowing readers to understand the study's outcomes and their implications. Chapter 4, Data Analysis, varies depending on your methodology. Quantitative analysis. Use statistical tests like regression to analyze relationships. Sample size should be statistically significant, perhaps 200 or more cases. Qualitative analysis. Conduct thematic analysis on interview transcripts or documents. Sample size may be smaller but should reach saturation, where no new themes emerge. Chapter 5, Conclusion. The conclusion chapter summarizes your findings, ties them back to your research questions, and offers insights. In addition to summarizing findings and providing insights, the conclusion chapter often discusses the broader implications of the study's results for the field of research and real-world applications. It may also suggest avenues for future research to build upon the current study's contributions. Chapter 6, Recommendation. The recommendation chapter provides actionable suggestions based on your research findings. The suggested recommendations are as follows. Strengthen international climate agreements for better enforcement. Invest in climate resilience and adaptation strategies. Promote diplomacy and conflict resolution for climate-related tensions. Increase climate education and awareness efforts to engage the public and policymakers. Suggestions for future research. Explore the role of climate refugees in shaping international responses to climate-induced conflicts. Analyze the impact of climate-induced conflicts on global economic stability. Investigate the effectiveness of climate adaptation measures in reducing security threats. That's a wrap on this comprehensive guide to researching climate change and global security. For access to a preliminary version of the research topic, please follow the hyperlink provided in the description. Remember, understanding this critical topic can help shape a more sustainable and peaceful future for our world. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow researchers and enthusiasts.